Hey guys, this is Asad Siddiqui again with yet another tutorial. I am the owner and developer at iDesignSmart.com, and we offer all kinds of WordPress services from WordPress setup to theme setup and installations to advanced customizations. So the link to my site and my contact information is in the description of the video. So if you have a query or you need some professional help, feel free to stop by. Today's video will be about a little more advanced WordPress topic called custom post types, and what I want to do is to explain to you guys what custom post types are and then provide some easy tips on how to create them, and I'll go in fair detail and I'll show you exactly how it's done. And in the end, what I would like to do is to create forms that can search your custom post types only and specific fields in the custom post types. So we'll talk about post types, we'll talk about taxonomies, and we'll talk about search forms and CSS. So one of my videos, I've created a lot of Avada tutorials. Avada happens to be one of my favorite WordPress themes, and I have done a few tutorials on it, and they are on YouTube in my channel. So one of my viewers requested to know more about what custom post types are and how they can be used. So I decided to create a video about that. To be honest, I didn't find a lot of information when I was learning it, so I could not use any video or anything like that, and it was learning it the hard way. And the reason I'm making this video is maybe I might be able to save some time for somebody trying to learn what these things are and how they can be used. So let's go over to the back end. Here I have my test server and my favorite Avada theme installed on it with the sample content imported, and I did reset everything else, so nothing else is on there. Let's jump over to the back end and see how the WordPress default options are and some of the Avada options too. So here in the back end, you see that you have posts and you have media and you have pages, comments, portfolio. So portfolio is basically a custom post type that is offered to you by Avada theme. And you see skills and tags, and I believe they are taxonomies. Similarly, you have frequent answers, frequently asked questions. They are basically a custom post type by Avada theme. What it means is WordPress Avada theme is giving you an option to create frequently asked questions, and it's going to display and filter those posts in a certain way. Like for example, if you are an artist and you want to share your paintings on your site and you want to categorize them in a specific way with some criteria, you will be able to do that with custom post types. So you can do like job boards or a movie collection or real estate properties, whatever you want, whatever you can think of, you can create a custom post type for it and taxonomies for it, and then you can create search forms where you'll be able to filter those posts and find the one that you're looking for. So I'm gonna go over the most easiest way that I can to tell you how to create and program all that stuff, and let's jump right into it. So the first thing that you need to create a custom post type is a plugin. So basically it can be done outside of a plugin, but you'll have to do a lot of code. And a plugin that I really like personally and I've used a lot in my projects is called Custom Post Type UI. So they have done a very good job and they've made it extremely simple to create custom post types. So basically I can just activate it here and I can go ahead with my tutorial, but because I had this already installed, you guys will need to probably install it with the add new. So you can go to the add new and search for custom post type UI. By the way, if you are in the hosting or domain market and you're looking for a hosting or domain, my affiliate link is in the description, and if you use my link you'll get a great 30% discount for managed WordPress and all kind of WordPress hosting. and I will get credit for the sale, so I will really appreciate it. So the first one that comes up by Web Dev Studios, actually you can see how many things there are that you can use. So now there are a lot of plugins. In particular, I like this one, but you can pretty much go with any plugin, and you will get an idea once I go in detail on what information will be needed. So I will go back and I will go to my plugins list where my plugin is installed, so I can just activate it. So we'll just activate custom post type UI plugin, and once we activate that and you see that now it is active, you will see a CPT UI here. So this means that I have the option now to add new post types and add new taxonomies. So I will begin by adding a new post type. So let's add a new post type. As you can see, currently in my setup there is nothing, and all my custom post types are empty. So the first thing that you need is a slug. A slug, you can think of it as a distinct URL that will identify your type. So basically, let's say I was going to create a job board. So then what I am going to do is to create a job board like that, and then it shows this because I have recently used this for jobs. Plural label will be jobs and singular label will be job, and description, this will be the job custom post type. Okay, so I have that. Labels, I don't think you need them really, and settings you can leave it at default for what all stuff will be available when you create posts. So for example, if I add a new post type now after putting this information, basically what will start happening is you will see on the left side a new something that will be called job. So let's refresh the page. And once I refresh the page, here is my job. So you see that I can add new jobs and all jobs. Those two things are visible to me now. So that is done. Now, what will, like for example, if I add a new job, what all will be supported? Just like I add a new post, I have some information. When I go to jobs, what information will be available to me? So I just click on jobs, and I can just click and add new. And once I go in, I pretty much see a standard WordPress editor. This stuff you are seeing because I have installed the Avada theme. So if you have the Avada theme installed, then you'll get this page options or post options box. So right now I don't have categories, I don't have tags, I don't have a featured image. All those things are missing from my options. So what I need to do is go to my custom post type UI again and add and edit my post type. So we will edit our job post type to enable more options to that. So the CPT UI does a fairly nice job for that as well. I'll just go ahead and edit my post type. Basically, I'll just divide this video into two because I don't want to create a super huge video that talks about this. So I can select what all stuff is I want. So for example, I want author, I want revisions, I want custom fields, I want trackbacks, I want comments. You can select whatever stuff you want and then save it. So what you might be wondering is where is the custom taxonomies or any data that might be applicable to my job? For example, job specialty or location, or I don't know, they're like job type can be some properties that you need for a job. So how can we do that? Well, there are two ways to do that. The first way is to add custom fields to your custom post type, and the second easier way is to do it with taxonomies. So I'll show you the second easier way, and basically I'll just refresh this job that I just created, and now you will see a featured image box right here, and you will see a few more fields like a custom field box here. You'll see discussion box here. So these are coming, title, editor, coming because we selected a bunch of things here. Okay, so page attributes, I can also select that and update it, and you'll start seeing more stuff there. So save post type, and then I can go there and refresh it, and probably you will start seeing more stuff in the second column as well. Like do you see the format and attributes? You see a bunch of stuff now. So let's add a custom field to our custom post type. So how we do that is go to the CPT UI, and where it says add or edit taxonomies, we are going to add or edit taxonomies. So the first thing will be, like, I'm talking about job. So let's say specialty is a field that I need, and you need the plural form and the singular form, and then you need a description. So I'll just fill out that form, and you can attach this taxonomy. Now, what is a taxonomy? Taxonomy is just a way to group things together so you can organize your information. So you can attach a particular taxonomy to a custom post type, or any post type for that matter. So you see pages is a post type, media is a post type, portfolio is a post type, elastic sliders is a post type, and Avada theme. I'm just interested in jobs, so I can just link with that and add it. And then basically you can also fill out that form where like you can say, you can just follow along that example. So you can say edit specialty and view specialty and update specialty and add new item, add new specialty, because this is all the stuff that will be available to you on the UI. I will just use the examples here. Sorry, it takes a little longer to go all that, and I understand that like it might not be needed for the video, but that all stuff needs to be done. So other than that, I think I can just add the taxonomy here. So I have a new kind of a variable, or I have a new field that I have associated with the new post type that I just created. So if I go back here, and then I go back to the custom post type and edit my jobs post type. So you see how I'm not changing any PHP code or adding new files, but just by using a plugin I can do all that stuff, which is, in my opinion, pretty powerful. So now what you will start seeing is built-in taxonomies on the page, and you can have any of these available in your new post type. So let's say that I would like to have tags. Actually, I would just want to have the new taxonomy that I just created available to me. For some reason it looks like my taxonomy was not saved. Add or edit taxonomies. Or maybe because I attached my taxonomy to that jobs post type, it is already attached. So all I need to do is go in there, and then I can refresh this page, and I will start seeing a box where I can specify what this taxonomy will field will be. So for example, here is the specialties that I can add to my job. For example, now let's grab some sample text. So I will just go to that page and grab a bunch of stuff. You see, I've already visited that page because I like it so much. So I will just go ahead and copy that, and then I can put that content in my this. So I will also put something like this is a job posting for engineering, for example. And a specialty, I can specify something, and in the top I'll say engineering job in Atlanta, for example. I can do that, and I can just say publish. So right now we have a custom post type, and we have in the taxonomies attached a taxonomy called specialties to my custom post type. So there's a combination of two things going on. Okay, I don't know if it got published or what happened. The button didn't click, basically it looked like. So right now I think it's published because it says update here, and my stuff is there. Now I want to add more than one field. I just don't want to be limited to one field. I can add another taxonomy and attach it to my jobs page. Let's say location. So I can just say location, and plural will be locations. Sorry that I have to go over it again. You can skip that piece if you understand what's going on. And then I'll have a location, and then this will be the job location, and I will attach it only to my custom post type. So I can attach it with my custom post type, and you can fill out the rest of the form here and then add the taxonomy. So now my system or WordPress platform knows that there is a type that I've defined called jobs, and jobs have two new taxonomies or new tags called specialties and locations. So I can add a bunch of values in here based on what those things are. So you see, now there is specialties and now there is location. Similarly, I can add keywords as well, or I can use something existing like categories and tags to filter my post. So for my job, which is engineering job in Atlanta, I will just say engineering, and I will say software. So if I add that, and you can add that by hitting the enter button or click on this add, and I will say Atlanta or Georgia or whatever, something like that. So you can say Atlanta and Georgia. Okay, so you can add that, and then I can update your post like that. So once I have a custom post type, this is actually a post in my WordPress, and I have a custom taxonomy. So I have attached my custom taxonomies to my custom post types, and with my post, then I start seeing these two boxes, and I specify these things over here. Now the next question is, how do I display them, or how do I display a search field? Let's say this was like a real estate thing or a job board or whatever, like a movie shop. How do I filter based on a search criteria what these things are? So the answer to that is, in WordPress you can create filters on these taxonomies or built-in taxonomies like categories and tags. You can create filters for that, and a very nice plugin, and I've done this a hard way as well by coding into the theme template like the PHP, but the real easy one is called Advanced Custom Post Search. So this is a very, very nice plugin that can get you exactly what you need. So you can search for that in the WordPress repository, and then I will just go ahead and activate it like I was doing before. Once I activate it, it will be installed, and then I will see a new option in my backend called advanced post search. So if I go to advanced post search, currently I don't have anything. Let's create a form for our jobs. So I can add a new search box, and I can just title it as job search. So now I can I will let it create keywords or like a text box for it. I can select a post type where this custom search functionality is gonna work. So I have all the options for the custom post types here, and I will go ahead and do my job. So I want to do jobs, multiple terms or in taxonomies. I can select both the taxonomies, or if I want only one taxonomy in my search box, I can do that. But for this, I will do both. Multiple terms I'm not gonna enable, and blank terms I will enable. Form title can be job search, and then title position can be inside of wrap, and this all styling you can do in CSS as well, and I will show you how. Labels I don't need. A submit button can be like a search job. So I found this plugin really handy, and I was able to get a custom functionality done in a quick way. So I don't remember what that is, and the default value is enter anything that your content might have. So this actually gives me a short code, which means that I can put the short code. If you're talking about Avada theme, I can put that in a revolution slider. I can put that anywhere on a page. So for the sake of simplicity, we are going to do that on a page. So now it is updated, and I have an advanced post search defined. So now I am going to visit the site, or I'll just create a new page altogether. How about that? So I will just go ahead and new page. So I'm gonna do a new page, and you see how the new starts showing my new stuff as well. So this is going to be my test page, and this will I'll just put the short code in without any style or anything. So I can publish it. And the beauty of this is many times you can put these things on a home page with a button and text, and on clicking the button, it can take you to the search page. So that is really nice. And you can have like a search page custom style or something like that. So now I'll go ahead and view this page. And when I view this page, I might have an option. Okay, so this looks great. So I have a job search option now, and I can enter text. So I can say engineering or something like that, specialties. Here is a drop down that I can select, and there is engineering and software that I entered for my job, and then you have locations like the ones that I entered for my job. So if I search jobs now, it'll take me to another page which will be my search result. So here is my advanced search page, which I can edit and style to my liking, and this has the result. So I can click on this engineering job in Atlanta, and it will show me all the information on that page like a blog post. So I can put whatever information I want here. I can disable the comments and all that here. Related posts I can disable because it's just a blog post, and I can change my theme options. So that is exactly how you can use custom post types and search forms functionality. Now about defining or designing this or specifying what kind of design will be used for this is you can put this inside of a div. You can put this shortcode inside of a div and like style it however you want it. For example, I can inspect this. All you need is some CSS, so you can style that, and then you can basically this is the input field, so I can just specify the width. For example, width can be like because I have 3 fields, so I'll make it like 30%. So you see how the engineering box became lower or less wider. I can do the same thing here. So in the width I can specify to be 30%, and this I can specify the width to be like 30%. Okay, and then I want like horizontal as opposed to vertical, so I want to inspect that, and then I can do like float left, I guess. So float left is, you can see, is moves this box up, and similarly I can do that, and then I can define another float left here and it'll move the third box up. So the point is that you can define them however you want, and you can, like for example this one, you can define a little padding as well. So you can say padding right like 10 pixel or something. So padding right, you can do like 5 pixel to increase that gap or something like that. So padding or margins or something that will make this form look really nice. Similarly, you can style the buttons or something where you can have like colored buttons and change the fonts on the button and make it bigger or whatever you want. So the style can totally be completed or done with a CSS, and you can put this anywhere on the slider, on the page, on a picture, wherever you want. Just stick that shortcode in there for the page, and then you are all done with a custom search form and custom post type. So just giving you guys a quick summary again, what we all did is basically we just need 2 plugins. The first one was called Custom Post Types UI, and then I went ahead and I created a new custom post type for jobs, and you can do for anything else. Then I created 2 taxonomies and attached them to the job post type. And then when I went ahead and installed another plugin called Advanced Search plugin, Advanced Custom Post Search, and then in that one I specified that it's only going to search my custom post type for jobs, and it'll add the new 2 taxonomies, so you can add more if you would like. So this is a simple way that you can achieve a lot of difficult and challenging functionality that a lot of WordPress developers don't want to deal with. And if you have any questions or you need advanced like any kind of professional advice or a coaching session on WordPress, or if you want me to show you certain things over the WebEx meeting, feel free to reach out, and I do that on a regular basis. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have a comment or a suggestion, please leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. I do really appreciate your support. Thank you.